Did you know that tonight, as you sleep, some of the heaviest burdens you've been carrying could actually be reversed by morning? That's right, even the ones you didn't know existed. Tonight, all it takes is a small, almost invisible action to turn it all around, to shift the energy that's been holding you back. And by sunrise, you could feel a completely new lightness in your life. I'm not talking about magic that disappears your problems instantly. I'm talking about a ritual, a simple object under your pillow tonight that works on energy you can't see but can absolutely feel. Think of it like hitting the reset button for your life. Imagine letting go of worry, anxiety, even small daily frustrations, and waking up feeling lighter, freer, and more aligned than you have in months. And here's the crazy part. This isn't just spiritual fluff. It's a way to claim back the energy that's been drained from you and redirect it where it actually belongs, to you. The very first few seconds of your speech are the most crucial, because this is the moment where you either capture attention or lose it completely. The cold shock is all about jolting your listener, waking them up from autopilot, and making them realize that what you're about to say matters in a way they haven't considered before. It's not about fear-mongering or exaggeration. It's about creating a sharp awareness of something relevant to their life. In the context of this topic, reversing negative energy or witchcraft attacks, it means helping your audience recognize that there are invisible forces, patterns, or burdens that may be affecting them without their conscious awareness. This is something they can relate to on an emotional level, even if they're skeptical. By framing it in a personal, immediate, and slightly startling way, you make them lean in. The cold shock works best when it's short, precise, and emotionally charged. For example, you might start by saying something like, "Tonight, as you lay your head down, you might be carrying energy that's been quietly holding you back. Energy that you can't see, but your body and mind feel every single day." That one sentence is enough to create curiosity, anxiety, and a subtle sense of urgency all at once. It taps into the universal human experience of feeling drained, blocked, or burdened, and positions your content as the solution. The beauty of this technique lies in its psychological impact. People are naturally wired to respond to threats, anomalies, or surprises. By presenting an idea that challenges their ordinary perception of reality, like the notion that unseen energies can influence their life, you activate their attention circuits immediately. They're no longer passively scrolling. They are now mentally preparing for the information you're about to share. This is also where the foundation for trust begins. If you deliver the cold shock in a confident, calm, and relatable tone, it signals that you are knowledgeable and in control, making them more likely to stay engaged. Finally, the cold shock sets the stage for everything else that follows. It's the hook that primes the audience for the tease and payoff, ensuring that they're emotionally invested in hearing how they can reclaim control, reverse negativity, or experience change by morning. The key is to strike a delicate balance, make them aware of the stakes without overwhelming them, and you've successfully opened the door to a deeply engaging and transformative speech. Once you've grabbed someone's attention with a cold shock, the next step is to give them a frame for understanding why this matters, and that's where the mystical context comes in. This isn't about pushing superstition or convincing anyone to blindly believe in something. They may be skeptical, but it's about introducing the concept of unseen forces and energy in a way that feels both real and empowering. Everyone has experienced moments when things just feel off, when obstacles seem unusually persistent, or when their energy feels drained for no obvious reason. Framing these experiences through the lens of energy, spiritual interference, or subtle negative influences immediately resonates because it validates feelings they may have ignored or dismissed. In this stage, you want to create a sense of curiosity and respect for the unseen, using phrases like invisible energies, forces that affect your daily life, or patterns you can't see but can feel, makes the idea relatable without making it feel extreme. You're essentially giving them a language to understand things they already sense: frustration, fatigue, or repeated misfortune, while preparing them for the solution you're about to offer. The goal is to balance mystery with plausibility. This context also helps build an emotional bridge. By acknowledging that life's challenges aren't always purely physical or rational, you reduce resistance and invite the audience to open their minds. They begin to accept that small actions, like the pillow ritual, could actually create meaningful change because there's a framework in which energy and intention matter. This is subtle, yet incredibly effective, because it transforms skepticism into curiosity, and curiosity is what keeps someone watching, listening, and ultimately taking action. After establishing that unseen forces or negative energy exist, the next step is to make your audience feel that they are not powerless, that they can actually take control and influence the situation. This is the core of the empowerment angle. Without it, people might feel anxious, overwhelmed, or even fearful, which shuts down curiosity and engagement. The goal here is to shift the narrative from victimhood to agency. You want your audience to feel, subtly but strongly, that they have the ability to reverse or neutralize the energy affecting their life. The empowerment angle works best when framed as a simple, actionable step they can take immediately. In the context of this speech, it's the act of placing something under the pillow or performing a small nightly ritual. By presenting this as both symbolic and practical, you allow people to feel in control without needing to fully understand or believe in the mystical mechanics. It's not about magical thinking. It's about intention, focus, and reclaiming personal energy. This sense of control taps into a deep psychological need, the desire to influence one's circumstances, even in small ways, and to see results that reinforce confidence. The way you deliver this empowerment must be confident, calm, and relatable. Phrases like, "You have the ability to shift your energy tonight," or "This small step could make a difference by morning," are persuasive because they give permission and inspire action without pressure. It's subtle psychology. People respond when they feel capable rather than coerced. By making the audience feel they hold the solution themselves, you strengthen engagement and build trust. They are no longer passive listeners. They are participants in their own transformation. This prepares them to embrace the upcoming ritual and visualize its effect, setting the stage for both emotional and experiential connection to the content. The pillow ritual is the practical centerpiece of the speech, and it's what gives your audience a tangible action they can take immediately. This is where the abstract idea of reversing negative energy becomes something real, something they can physically interact with. The key is to frame it as simple, accessible, and symbolic, so that even skeptics feel comfortable participating. By introducing an item to place under the pillow, whether it's a crystal, a written affirmation, or another small object, you provide a tool that acts as a focal point for intention. It's not just the object itself that matters, but what it represents. A conscious choice to release fear, doubt, or lingering negativity and reclaim personal energy. The power of this ritual comes from its combination of symbolism and mindfulness. Placing something under the pillow is a small gesture, but it signals a larger intention. I am taking back control of my energy tonight. This aligns the subconscious mind with the conscious act of change. When people engage in a ritual, their brains begin to associate the physical action with the desired outcome, which enhances focus and belief. This isn't about magic alone. It's about creating a moment where intention and attention meet, which is surprisingly effective at shifting mindset. In explaining this to your audience, it's crucial to be clear, confident, and encouraging. Avoid overcomplicating it or making it feel like an esoteric requirement. Emphasize that the ritual is a personal tool, adaptable to each individual's comfort level. Encourage them to infuse the act with their own intention, thinking of the negative energy leaving their body or visualizing a fresh start by morning. The combination of simplicity, symbolism, and intentionality makes the pillow ritual both actionable and psychologically impactful, turning a seemingly small act into a meaningful, transformative experience. So, if you're ready to sleep with intention tonight, and literally reverse the negative energy that's been lingering in your life, grab that special item and keep it under your pillow. And if you're already feeling the tension leaving your body just listening to this, hit that like button and share this with someone who needs to feel lighter by tomorrow morning. Immediate results are the element that keeps your audience hooked and gives them hope that their effort will actually matter. This is critical because without a clear payoff, even the most intriguing ritual can feel abstract, symbolic, or ineffective. When you promise, or at least suggest, that change can be noticed by morning, you create anticipation, curiosity, and a sense of urgency that draws people deeper into the experience. The idea of quick, observable results taps into a fundamental human desire: the need to see progress, to feel relief, and to witness the impact of one's actions. In psychological terms, it's about reinforcing belief through a short feedback loop. When people see or feel even a small shift, they become more invested and more likely to continue engaging with the practice. To make this effective, the results don't have to be dramatic. They just need to be perceptible and relatable. For instance, you might describe waking up with a lighter mind, feeling more energetic, noticing clarity in decision-making, or sensing a subtle removal of tension or heaviness that was present the night before. These are outcomes anyone can recognize, which makes the ritual feel both credible and transformative. When you communicate immediate results, it's important to use language that engages the senses and the emotions. Words like lighter, freer, calmer, and recharged help the audience imagine exactly how the change will feel, making the concept tangible even before they try it themselves. You can also frame immediate results as both a psychological and energetic phenomenon. While some listeners may interpret the shift as spiritual or mystical, others may experience it simply as a psychological reset, releasing mental clutter and redirecting focus through intention. By covering both interpretations, you appeal to a broader audience while maintaining credibility. This dual approach ensures that no one feels excluded or skeptical. Whether someone experiences it emotionally, mentally, or energetically, the perception of change validates the ritual. Finally, immediate results create momentum for engagement. They give the audience a reason to act tonight rather than maybe someday, because the benefit is imminent. This is where anticipation meets action. The promise of a noticeable difference by morning strengthens motivation, builds trust in the process, and primes the audience to fully embrace the remaining steps of the ritual. By making the results feel real, tangible, and within reach, you transform a simple act into a compelling experience that feels both urgent and rewarding, ensuring that your audience is invested from start to finish. The mindset shift is a critical step because even the most carefully executed ritual won't have its full impact if the person's mental state is scattered, fearful, or resistant. This stage is about preparing the mind to receive change, creating an inner environment where the energy of the ritual can actually take hold. It's not just about performing an action, it's about aligning intention with belief. When someone consciously releases doubt, worry, or past disappointments before sleep, they allow themselves to experience the effect of the ritual fully. Thoughts and emotions are like energy, and if they're weighed down by negativity, the positive shift can be muted or blocked. In practice, the mindset shift involves a deliberate choice to let go of mental clutter and open oneself to possibility. This can be achieved through visualization, affirmation, or simple reflection on the desire for change. By encouraging the audience to imagine negativity leaving their body or their mind clearing, you turn abstract energy work into something tangible they can feel. It also strengthens their sense of agency. They aren't passive recipients of luck or circumstance. They are actively participating in transforming their own experience. The language you use here is key. Phrases like "release what no longer serves you," "invite clarity and lightness into your life," or "allow yourself to wake up refreshed and renewed," help guide the listener gently but powerfully. It bridges the mystical with the psychological, making the ritual feel accessible to both skeptics and believers. The mindset shift ensures that when the audience engages with the pillow ritual or other symbolic acts, they do so with full intention, maximizing the potential for the immediate results you promised earlier. It's the mental preparation that turns a simple act into a meaningful, transformative experience. Visual imagination is the stage where the ritual moves from a physical act into an immersive, emotional, and experiential one. This is where your audience begins to feel the change internally, not just intellectually. When you guide someone to picture negative energy leaving their body, or to visualize waking up lighter, calmer, and freer, you activate the mind's natural ability to influence perception and emotion. Visualization bridges the gap between intention and experience, allowing the ritual to resonate more deeply because it engages the senses, not just the intellect. The power of this approach lies in its simplicity. The audience doesn't need to perform complex actions. They simply need to imagine the effect of the ritual. For example, they might picture a dark weight lifting from their shoulders, or see their bedroom bathed in a warm, cleansing light as they sleep. By involving imagery, you make the energy shift tangible, giving them a direct emotional connection to the outcome. The more vividly someone imagines the result, the stronger the psychological and emotional reinforcement, which increases the likelihood that they will perceive real change by morning. Using guided language is essential here. Words like see, feel, and release help direct the listener's imagination, making the experience concrete in their mind. This technique also strengthens belief and focus, subtly enhancing the effectiveness of the pillow ritual or any other symbolic action. By engaging visual imagination, you transform a simple bedtime act into a full-bodied experience where the audience feels they are actively participating in their own transformation. It's no longer just a ritual. It becomes a lived experience, emotionally charged and personally meaningful, creating a lasting impact that goes beyond the physical act itself. The call to action is the final critical element that turns interest and engagement into tangible action. By this stage, your audience has been guided through attention, context, empowerment, ritual, mindset, and visualization, and now they are primed and ready to act. The CTA is not just a prompt, it's an invitation that makes the audience feel capable, motivated, and excited to participate. For a topic like reversing negative energy with a pillow ritual, the CTA must be clear, urgent, and emotionally compelling without feeling pushy. It's about giving people a reason to act tonight, rather than putting it off indefinitely. A strong CTA reinforces the idea that the solution is within reach and that immediate participation maximizes the benefit. Phrases like, "Place this under your pillow tonight and notice the difference by morning," or "Try this small ritual tonight and wake up lighter and refreshed," work because they link action directly with the promised results. It also reconnects with the empowerment angle, reminding the audience that the change is in their hands. The CTA bridges curiosity and action, ensuring that the listener moves from passive engagement to active implementation. Additionally, the CTA can foster community and accountability. Encouraging them to comment, share, or reflect on their experience builds connection and increases the likelihood they will follow through. This also provides social proof, which reinforces belief in the ritual's effectiveness. The language of the CTA should be encouraging, warm, and confident, emphasizing possibility and positive transformation rather than fear or obligation. When done correctly, the CTA ensures that the audience leaves not just intrigued, but prepared to take concrete steps, transforming the content from inspiration into lived experience and creating a sense of momentum that carries beyond the immediate moment. So tonight, as you lay your head down, remember this. You have the power to release what no longer serves you. You've seen how small actions, like placing a simple item under your pillow, can become more than a ritual. They can become a way to reclaim your energy, reset your mind, and invite clarity and lightness into your life. By aligning your intention, visualizing the change, and stepping into this practice with belief, you are choosing to transform your energy from within. Tomorrow morning isn't just another day, it's a fresh start. The weight you felt, the blocks you didn't even realize were there, can begin to lift. You are not at the mercy of circumstances or unseen forces. You are an active participant in your own life. And the beauty of this is that it starts with one simple intentional act tonight. So take this moment, place that item under your pillow, focus on the change you want to see, and sleep with intention. When morning comes, notice the shift, feel the freedom, and carry it with you into every moment of your day. The energy you cultivate tonight is yours to keep, and it can guide you toward a lighter, brighter, and more empowered life.